Today I was I was feeling really excited. Like, I don't know if you ever feel like something bubbling up. It's like really warm. It's like something needs to come out. So I'm turning the camera on and we'll see what happens. I don't know what's really gonna come through, but I was feeling really inspired, so. And my I can hear my fear self right now. It's saying like, what are you doing? I almost didn't turn the camera on because this little corner isn't finished, right? My fear self is like, it's not done yet. Why would you show this? But as my higher self, it's like, no, the message is what's important. It's okay if my little space isn't done. The space is for me, right? It's my little Siren cove. I have to put up a bunch of things and it's not ready, but it doesn't matter. The message is ready. So yes, we got magic. Let's see what else is coming through. The High Priestess. Ooh. And Two of Stones. Okay. And we got double twos, so two may be significant, maybe two, two, two. Let's talk about magic, because this card has popped out before in a couple of my other readings, but yes, this feels really exciting. It's like, I feel like something is changing or shifting. It's, you know, you're realizing like how much of a manifester you are, like how great your abilities are. It's, remember, whatever you put into the pot, that is what comes. Whatever you pay attention to, your thoughts, your actions, everything, you are in charge of this cauldron. This is your cauldron. This is your cauldron of life. And anything that you put in, the cups, the arrows, the stones, the swords, all the elements, everything that you put in will be created. So I feel like this is just confirmation that yes, your reality will be shifting. Maybe if you're at a point where you're waiting for your 3D to change, maybe you've been doing all the things, you've been loving yourself, you know, being very protective of your energy, you've been living in your yes, doing things that feel good for you, and you're wondering why your 3D hasn't shifted yet. But I feel like this is confirmation that it will be shifting because that's what you've been creating in your cauldron. And then 2, High Priestess. Trust yourself. Trust the abilities that you have. Trust your gifts. Trust your intuition. If there's something that's been pulling you, something that inspires you, something that excites you, you can trust that. That is your higher self. That is the confirmation of what is the next step, right? Get out of your head. Drop into your body. What feels good? What feels inspiring? What feels exciting? That is the next step. 2 of Stones. Balance. So if you've been feeling like a couple different things, if you've been feeling like things have been a little bit not necessarily rocky, but kind of like it's hard to get a grasp on everything that's happening, I'm kind of imagining like someone trying to like find everything, like everything's like scattered around your place and you're trying to find all the pieces. It's all there, but you're trying to find everything and figure out where everything is. That's what I'm like envisioning. It's kind of like a scattered energy. It doesn't have to necessarily be anxious, just more scattered. The 2 of Stones, this is about balance. All areas of your life will feel balance, at peace. The stones, I don't know if you can see that. The stones are like stacked on top of each other and it's like an equal balance. Everything is tranquil. It's in front of a beach. Your relationships, your career, the investment in yourself, your hobbies, everything will feel perfectly in place and at balance, right? And it's like whatever perfect means for you and your energy, right? It's whatever feels good. So it's like you're finding this like perfect balance for yourself of what feels good. Like, this feels good for me of spending this much time on routines. And that's what it is. It's like an energy investment, right? Like one person might be able to spend 30 minutes a day doing some physical activity for themselves. Another person might be able to do an hour every day. One person might do an intensive exercise once a week. It's whatever feels good for you, not based on what anyone else says, but what feels good for you. I feel like this is like you are now coming to a place where you are balancing what feels good for you. It's like, also I'm seeing like, it's like time management too. It's like giving yourself grace that every day will be a little bit different, but trusting that what feels good for you is what is correct. It's like today this feels good to spend this much energy with another person. Today, this feels good to spend this much time watching a movie or TV. Today, this feels really good spending this much time doing a creative activity. That's what I mean. It's like finding that daily flow and balance and not being so rigid on it. Okay. What else? What else is coming through for my Siren Pod family? What messages do you have for them? Okay. We have strength. And we have 10 of stones. Yes, strength, extra confirmation. It's kind of felt like a struggle, right? You've been working so hard, and you don't have to work hard, but you've been changing, you've been growing. As I said, you've been doing all the things, excuse me. You've been working really hard. You've been trying to change your life so that it feels good for you. You're no longer following what other people are saying is good for you, right? Like you've been kind of like you've gone over the tower moments. You've been restructuring your life. You've been rebuilding the foundations of your life so it feels good for you. And the strength card is acknowledging that, like, not everyone has that commitment to themselves and that perseverance, right? You know when something feels off. You know when it doesn't feel good. And even if you don't know what it's supposed to look like yet, you still are committed to yourself until it feels good. You have this inner strength. You know, it's like this flower. This flower, while seemingly delicate, it's able to grow through the cracks in the cement, which is a struggle, right? That's very difficult. That's hard. It almost seems impossible, but it's not impossible. It did it, just like you are doing the impossible. You have this inner strength and resolve, a commitment to yourself. And because of that, 10 of stones, confirmation. 10 of stones is abundance. It's wealth. Whatever wealth means for you, feeling good, feeling happy. But it's also material wealth, and it's not specifically like this dollar amount or specifically you have really nice things. It could be, but it's more like it's the life that you've wanted to build and envision for yourself. It's confirmation that that is happening, and it's this place where you don't have to worry. Yes, money, but also resources, or how am I going to do this? You don't have to worry about all those things because everything will be there for you. You are fully supported. Let's grab more. It's also like it's also security. It can be hard when you're in a place where you feel like, oh, what am I gonna do for groceries or rent? Or, you know, money is a huge topic, but this feels like a place where you don't have to worry about that. You are very secure. You have your bills paid off. You have rent for the next several months. You're in this place of saving and growth, and you don't have to worry, right? It's the difference of going to a restaurant that you like or the grocery store and itemizing everything, making sure you know like how much something costs. It's that type of experience compared to you're in a different type of experience. You're gonna be in an experience where you go to the grocery store, you go to that restaurant, you order whatever you want. When the bill comes, you're like, oh, like, great, and you move on. It's a different type of energy to be in. You are gonna be in an abundantly wealthy mindset. Whatever that means for you, right? Okay. There's something, it's like a surprise. There's a surprise. What is the surprise? What's the surprise? There's a surprise coming. Okay, King of Swords and a Tower in reversed. And I like the contrast. It's like red and then purple. And if it's like also, for whatever reason, it was coming to mind like red, like root chakra, all the way to like violet, like the crown chakra. So it's like the Tower is in reverse. This isn't about like some major thing happening in your life shifting in like a bad way. It feels like the Tower moment has already happened and things are settling down. But it's more like I'm picturing like a quick spark. Like, it's not like oh, everything's crashing down, like, what do I do? It's more like my life has changed, something shifted. And it goes well with, like, the King of Swords. And the Tower moment, it's this volcano erupting, and there's, like, electricity, like, what do you call that? Lightning. Electricity. Lightning coming down. And it's paired by the King of Swords, which has this, and then lightning. So it feels like a couple different things. There could be someone coming, a King of Swords energy, someone that's expressing and standing in their masculine energy right now, whatever gender that means. But a King of Sword energy is very clear, very decisive. Like, their intentions are very clear and open and well known, and that's such a refreshing energy if you're coming from a place of like, it's like, I'm imagining connections where things feel scattered. There's like this guessing game. It's like, what are your intentions with me? Like, how do you see me? With any type of connection, it doesn't matter. But a King of Swords is very clear. They come in, they know what they want, they know what they're looking for, and they will be very clear and intentional about like sharing that with you to see if it's aligned. It's like just a nice energy. But it's also like the sparks. It's like, I feel like this person is gonna make an impact on you. It's like their energy leaves an impression on you. Whether that's because maybe it's because of their intention that leaves an impression on you. It's, a King of Swords energy is also someone that they are in their own power. They are standing in their truth, and they're a very honest person, and they're expressing that truth. And if you're here and you connect with my energy, you are a person that seeks the truth. You're a very honest person, and you like people that communicate honestly, right? That don't hide anything. And this person matches that. It feels like the Tower moment I'm getting is like, I feel like you might be in like a transition phase, a transitional phase in your life, whatever that means. And maybe you were moving cities, maybe you're changing jobs. It could be anything really. Maybe you're healing from, any number of things, maybe a loss of a connection, a relationship, could be anything. But it feels like there's like this transition phase of like, but also that makes sense because of the magic. So yeah, it's like your reality shifting, right? You're in this phase of timeline shifting, and I feel like this person, it like, when they come in, it's like at this time, and it like creates this like extra spark. Like, you might like later down the road think of this time in your life, this transition, and you will think about this person like, this is when it changed for me. It might be like you're in the middle of this transition, and they're like, you meet them in the middle or at the end of it, and it's like they're signaling the new shift, the new timeline, the new life. Let's look more. I'm curious. Let's look more. Who is this King of Swords person? Like, who is this? What are they about? And it can also, I am getting that it's someone else. This could be, this is a collective reading, so it could be different threads of energy. So that will be true for somebody. It can also be yourself, right? You either embodying your masculine energy more, stepping into your masculine, but you being in this place of life where you know what feels good. You know what's a yes for you, right? You know what a yes is, you know what a no is. A yes feels good and a no is a no. There's no maybe. And you are in this phase in your life where these decisions are quick. Like the feeling. You know immediately when you meet people, when you have these opportunities, whatever, if it's a yes or a no. And you are stepping into that King of Swords energy of like, yes, this is for me. I'm going to follow that. This is not for me. I'm going to let it go. It's like a quick lightning strike. Yes, no, right? Yes. And that's such it's such a powerful place to be in. Because if you weren't in this place before, you were battling your fear, you were battling your mind, you were indecisive. It gives like 2 of Swords energy, right? Again, breath of fresh air. That might also be why things are changing for you. You're putting yes stuff in your cauldron instead of no's, right? You're letting go and not including, people that drain you. You're not working in environments that drain you. You're not doing things just for the sake of doing things, right? You're only putting yeses in your cauldron, which is why your reality is changing toward yes, not a mixed bag. Okay. I want to connect more with this King of Swords energy. Who is this King of Swords? What's the connection? What is this King of Swords energy? King of Swords energy. There's a card that flipped in the middle that I saw. Okay. Okay. We have Temperance. We have 7 of Stones. Oh. And then we have Ace of Stones. Yeah, there's something with like your environment. So either moving or career. But it's as if you're going to start spending, I feel like spending more time in a different environment. And also, Temperance, you're paying more attention to like community and how you interact with your environment and how your environment interacts with you. If you see these plants, it's like the plants have roots, right, that go deep into the ground. There's worms and soil and whatever. But you can feel and detect like nutrient rich soil, right? And it will help you grow, right? Also, there's other plants next to you. There's mushrooms on trees and you can feel yourself growing. So it's like it's this whole like ecosystem. And since you are in your yes phase, and we talked about, you moving through struggle and having this inner commitment for yourself, it's like you're only choosing yes energy. You're only choosing feeling good energy. So it's like you're going to be very like integrated, deeply connected into your environment. So it feels like for some of you, it's like there is going to be like a new environment you'll be in, which why I was thinking like a work environment. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you're moving, so it could be a roommate situation. Maybe it's like a community living. Maybe you find like a new hobby or something like that. It does have that vision. For the 7 of Stones and Ace of Stones, so Ace of Stones, when I was talking about who is this King of Swords, what is the connection, I feel like you are going to meet this person, or this person is going to be already a part of this environment that you are coming into. So Ace of Stones, it could be a new business opportunity. It could be a new partnership of some type of collaboration, work related, some project, but it does feel very like they're in your immediate environment. We also have 7 of Stones, like you investing and consistently investing your time and effort and energy into something like a project. It could be It could be also career. Like, career keeps coming out, so it could be career related, some type of job, some type of whatever you use to make money. You know, whatever word resonates for you, career, job, role. It is something like you invested a lot of time and energy in, and for a lot of people, that will be your workspace and environment. If you spend 30, 40 hours in an office space or something like that. But it is like this person will be integrated into your environment. And it will be something of a new thing for you. So, like I said, new opportunity, something like that. But it is also related to something that you've been putting a lot of energy and effort for. So maybe it's something that, like, if you've been working, like, for example, on like a business for a long time, maybe this is like a new opportunity for you to showcase your gifts and your work, like a fair or a, you know, some type of where you have like booths, or it's like you have an opportunity to it's like a monthly event that like a, not like a bar, but a lounge bar, a place has where you can do like a group offering, and maybe like you meet them there, something like that. Something that you've like worked so hard on for a long time, and there's a new opportunity. Maybe this person gives you an opportunity related to what you've been working on. Maybe you share about it and they hear about it. There's something here about that. I'm curious, there's something about what you feel you've been working hard on, expending all this effort in. And it's also like, with the Seven of Stones, it's you've been spending all this time and effort and you're wondering like, well, when's it gonna finish, right? Like, what happens next? Oh. And so the confirmation is there is gonna be a new opportunity. Yes. Okay, anything else? More messages. I still feel it here. It's like in my solar plexus, so this might be like an opportunity for you that will strengthen like you like stepping into your power more. That's why I feel like it's some type of, it's like maybe you were like hiding yourself a little bit, like depending on what you do like normally throughout your day. I mean, career keeps coming up, so maybe you can't like fully express yourself, you know, in that career or job, but it feels like this opportunity will let yourself like step into your power where you feel like really seen for like what you're passionate about. And I feel like it'll help deepen like your self-worth. Any messages? More messages. Oh. So that's more swords energy. I got 4 of swords and then the 7 of swords, maybe in reverse or not. Oh. Rest, yes. From this spread, it seems like you've been doing so much, which is great for yourself. You know, you've probably been taking a lot of programs, you know, courses. You've been doing the moves, as I said. There's been a big move for you, whether that's career or moving or both. There is a lot of movement, but also mental energy. It's like, I need to change this. I need to go. I need to do things. But now it's like, rest. The 4 of Swords, rest. You've done it all. There's not more you need to do. Just be you. Just keep being yourself. Keep sharing your light. Keep embodying the unconditional love that you embody. Keep expressing your truth, but rest. Like, listen to your body. If you're getting sick, like I am a little bit, rest a little bit. Slow down. Resting is not doing nothing, right? You're nourishing your body. And this also comes back to like doing what makes you feel good. Like, yes, you've been doing things that are yes, but also slow down and like, what makes you feel good? Like, cozy up, give yourself permission to snuggle into a blanket, watch your favorite movie, make yourself some nice food, or, You know, if it's nourishing enough, you can order out if it's not, you know, processed stuff. But, you know, just rest, relax, let yourself just receive, right? Take a breath. That in itself will be very healing and nourishing, right? And I mean, if you're having throat issues like I am, yes, speak your truth, but also rest your voice. Rest, yes. I'm feeling just like a sigh of relief. Drink water. And also, this Seven of Swords is in reverse. It's flowing into the ocean, but there is this idea of water, though, connecting. So if you haven't connected with the water recently, whether that's a lake, a river, a stream, an ocean, whatever that means for you, that is a message, though, of connecting with that ocean. Something might pop up for you. Also, why is the Seven of Swords in reverse? Let me just get confirmation here. Why the Seven of Swords here in reverse? Queen of Swords, okay. Yes, as I was saying, Queen of Swords, you are somebody that, you know, honesty and truth is something you seek, right? You're a very honest person. You express yourself honestly. Boundaries, yes. So, as I was saying with your pot, even if other people might think you're cold, you know, there's this idea of like not wanting to do something, say something, or act in a way where others will think that you're not warm toward them, that you're a cold person. Like, oh, how dare she like not want to hang out with me or spend time with me, or, you know, things like that. And it's the idea of like, you know, you have to have clear boundaries, right? Like, you've been doing what feels good. If there's someone, it's coming up, it's like, if you've had a connection for a while, maybe it's a long-term friend, and you're noticing that when you're with them, it's just not aligned, right? The frequency, and it can feel like, well, I've known them for so long, like they're my friend, like how could I just let go of this connection? And it's like, you don't have to think so far ahead of that. It's just follow what feels good. If it doesn't feel good to talk to them, if it doesn't feel good to spend time with them, then don't do it, right? Or limit it, right? If you can't do it all at once, maybe instead of a whole day, you spend a few hours with them, see how that goes. If it doesn't feel good after a few hours, maybe 1 hour. If it doesn't feel that, maybe a 30-minute phone call, a check-in here and there, maybe a text. You have to do what feels good for yourself, because if you keep this type of connection in your life where it doesn't feel good, what does that say about yourself? What you're choosing to be and what you're choosing to live in. You're choosing to live in a no right now because of what? Because you don't want to appear cold. I wonder if you, maybe for some of you, is in the past, if someone had said like, oh, you're being cold, or oh, how could you, or you're being mean for this, but it's like, no, you're respecting yourself. You're setting a boundary. The boundary is to keep you safe. It's to make you feel good. You're the one that has to live this life, right? You know your truth. I know it can be hard sometimes, you know, we really care about what other people, you know, think and say about us, but this is our life, this is who we are, and we know our truth. And it's important for you to surround yourself with people that also see that truth, right? Or even who are listening and respect you when you say, hey, I really value you. I value our connection. We're not aligned to spend that much time together. You can be honest. You don't have to be mean, but just honest. If they ask, right? If they notice that you've been, you know, spending less time with them, if they notice that you keep saying no to hanging out, then you can have a conversation with them, because if this is someone that you've learned for a while, you can have an honest conversation with them. You can just speak your truth. You know how to do that. And yeah, I feel like it's this idea of You being honest with what makes yourself feel restful and nourishing, like you're laying in a field of flowers in the sun, and versus it's like that feeling of betrayal. And I think that's why like these cards came out. It's there is someone or something in your current reality, whether that's a connection or a job, event, whatever you want. It's coming out as a person, but it could be anything. Trust for yourself what's coming through, where you don't want them to feel like you're betraying them, because maybe it would feel like a betrayal. That's why I'm getting like it might be some long-term connection or something. It feels like there's something here. And there's something being like hidden, like maybe you're not being fully honest about it with yourself. Like you know the truth deep down, but you don't want to admit it. Just explore that a little bit. Be honest with yourself, you know. There's no right or wrong, right? It's just alignment. And there's just the question of how long are you going to continue choosing to not live in alignment, right? Because you are, and might be why it's so difficult, because you've been living in your yes, and now it might be more difficult to keep the situation or person around because you know it's a no. All right, let's just pull a few more cards. Let's show you, once you let go of all these no energies, what does your life look like? What are you receiving? Because, you know, when we let go, we open up space to receive what's aligned. So what is an alignment for what you're receiving? What does that look like once you let go of all your no's? We have the Four of Cups, I think in reverse. And then we have the Star. Yes. The Four of Cups in the reverse. Again, it's that movement. It's like, since the Four of Cups is in reverse, it's like as if, you know, this cup is in this cupboard, it's the only one there, and it's kind of like sitting like it's forgotten, like it's kind of either bored, it's looking out, it's like, what's going on here? It's in the reverse, and then we have the Star, so it's like there is going to be movement here, there's hope. So I feel like it comes back to this King of Swords energy, this upside down tower moment, this new opportunity with the stones, and this temperance of a shift in your environment. It's like you don't feel that boredness, right? It's that shift in energy, shift in perspective. Your life is going to shift. It's going to feel a lot different. With the shooting star, it's like, you know, you make a wish on a shooting star. You feel like your dreams have come true. It is that hopeful energy. It's going to feel very like, I feel like a sense of like childlike wonder, almost like, you know, when you look outside and you're looking at the night sky and you're like, oh, this is so great. And you didn't even know something better could happen, and then a shooting star goes by. And you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. Like, but no one else could experience that. Only you can. It's like an internal thing. It's like a sense of wonder. And that's what I feel like is happening. Like once you let go of more of these no's, you're going to feel that, this sense of wonder, and it's going to be internal. No one else can experience it like with you. Even if you tell someone, they won't be able to experience it, right? They weren't there. They had to be there for that split second to see the shooting star with you, and even then their experience will be different. But it is that like, oh my gosh, it's all this message of whatever you think is happening next, like, yes, trust your intuition, believe in those desires, but there's so much more coming. There's so much more. It's a shooting star moment. And it is that feeling of, it's also like this confirmation of acknowledging like, yes, you've been through it all. You've been through it all. Even when it was tough, even when it got dark, you still found the light. Even if you felt like you wanted to give up, you didn't give up, you're here. And the star moment is after that, like, yes, you did it, you can see the light. It's hope has returned, and that's exciting. It's like you've been following your yes and feeling good, and there's more excitement that you have not felt yet that's coming, and it's going to be even more exciting when you feel that. Yes, I like it. Okay, let's end with an oracle. Let's do the ocean dreams. I'll read from the guidebook. Okay, let's see. All right, those are just random. Okay, so let's do any messages from the universe, from your guides. Any messages to support you right now with where you're at, where you're going. Maintaining that feel good yes energy. Confirming what you already know. Oh no. Okay. There's too many. I say too many, but all right, well, let's just do it. If you're here, I'm gonna read them all. They're kind of long. Oh, but these are beautiful. So we have regeneration. Transcendence. The unveiling. Wow, I really love these cards. I think I've actually only seen the transcendence, like when I've pulled cards for myself. But this feels really like, I'm gonna read the guidebook, but just initially, like regeneration, yes, like, it's like healing and new, right? Like you're healing the old, the wounds, the scars, like you're healing, but regenerating, it's like, I don't know why I'm thinking about this. It's like if you get an arm cut off or like a lizard, like it grows a new tail, right? Like, yes, the trauma was there, the pain was there, but it's like, it's new. That's what we're focusing on, is the growth, the new. We're acknowledging what we've been through, but we're focusing on the growth, the new, the regeneration. There's like this, kind of like the death effect. It's like acknowledging where we've been, letting that go, and now we've come into a new. It feels very like a nourishing environment. And then transcendence definitely gives transformation vibes, siren vibes. Human to siren. You're always a siren. But coming into this new world, definitely like timeline shifting is what I get. The unveiling though is exciting. They have these whales in the sky. And it's like these little surprises, like I said, more exciting things are coming that you don't even know about. And as they come out, it's going to be like, oh, this wonder. It's like fantasy. If you've ever wanted to live in a fantasy, well, you probably do if you're here. It's like that. All right, let's read these. All right, regeneration, transformation, dedication, structured magic. Small moves are big moves. I trust my process. I am endlessly renewing and transforming. The corals of the earth form a sacred living library containing the Akashic imprints of time. These beautiful transformative creatures exist in an endless cycle of life, death, and regeneration. Their delicate forms hold a shared partnership with the animals and plant life of the oceans. Collectively, they form the largest structures of biological origin on our planet. It definitely gives the temperance vibe with the plants. Stretching back to the ages of Lemuria and Atlantis, these light vessels are said to be imbued with many healing powers and metaphysical qualities. Although they have been mistreated by humans, it is now time to look to the corals for their deeper wisdom, teachings, and magic. Just like the coral reef, small moves often grow and expand into much greater outcomes. Even if you cannot see the end result, know that you are headed in the right direction. Trust that with patience and perseverance in time, your dream will come to fruition. Yes. All confirmation. You can make great strides through earth, each breath, step, and thought. Even if these may seem small or scattered at first, hold your gaze toward the feelings of your desired manifestation to guide you true. You exist on a timeline which is malleable, ever-changing, and always supportive. There is a creative force that seeks your interaction, and if you meet it halfway, it may blossom into more. If you feel like your steps have been off-kilter in some way, begin again with a single thought. Visualize your destination, plant the seed in your mind, and let the rest unfold. You may need to put in the effort to cast action into form, but why not make this process a living expression of your heart? Shape and polish your dream from within. Stay true to your desires. Galvanize your actions with crystal clear focus. To persevere is to hold the energy of potential within you, in your body, in your mind, and in your heart. Yes, it was just like, it summed up everything. To persevere, yes. To hold that energy of potential within your body, mind, heart, that is the strength energy. And then it was like, cast action into form. Stay with crystal clear focus, which was the King of Swords energy. And then following what feels good. Yes. All right, transcendence. Spiritual rebirth, cultivating stillness. My eyes are open. I am eternal spirit in human form. I am grace embodied. I am a living prayer. With transcendence comes a sense of compassion and clarity. This is the awakening of the heart when we have moved through something so powerful, so intense, that we are fundamentally changed as a human being afterwards. This sense of enlightenment can unfold as a result of extreme loss as well as euphoric joy, heartache, suffering, death, birth, newfound love, cathartic release, wish come true. It is the entry point of awareness when your understanding of what it means to be alive becomes crystal clear. When you have learned and unearthed a greater lesson, it may feel as though your eyes are open for the first time in your life. When previously you were drifting with the current, it is almost like a near-death experience when we catch a glimpse of what lies beyond the veil. In many spiritual traditions, the ultimate goal is to transcend the karmic wheel and become one with Source. However, it is a popular misconception to assume this means foregoing the human experience altogether. When we are in spirit form, there is no separation in consciousness. The point of incarnation is to cultivate our connection with the divine while being bound by the mortal coil. There is a beautiful sense of wonder that comes with this message. You may be at a point of powerful awakening. If you have been sensing a deeper nudge within you, this card comes as confirmation of much greater forces at play. You are invited to cultivate inner stillness via meditation and carry your serenity into everyday life. True transcendence is embodied when we are able to navigate the vivid dance of life with grace, to observe with neutrality as the world stirs around us, swirls around us, to acknowledge and act upon the plight of the world without being drawn into the petty dramas of the human game. Yes, just talk to your human, unhealed ego fear, but let your higher self drive. Yes. All right, last one, the unveiling. Sharing your spark, refining the vision, sowing the seeds of creation. I am dreaming something new into being. I move and create with intention and purpose. We can so easily get caught within clouds of uncertainty when it comes to sourcing our true creative essence. Where do the beautiful seedlings of our expressions originate? Are they formed over time, grown and refined through our experiences or deeper callings? Or do we draw inspiration from around us through the reflections of others? Inspiration flows to us as a beautiful spark, and we must learn to catch it. The unveiling is an omen of inner discovery, when we step away from the energy of what has been done. It prompts us to think about why and how we navigate the world in order to source from a place of authenticity and find the origin of our own sweet song. A lack of self-direction can trigger the need to follow others. It can hinder what we are fully capable of, especially if we idolize what someone is doing, or if we feel the need to be competitive in some way. These actions only give away our power and will eventually deplete our true potential. You may also notice this is in others around you. You are an artist in your own right. With every ounce of your being, you are consistently in a state of raw creation and expression. With each thought, word, action, and choice, you are sharing your essence with this world, which is a true gift to us all. This key invites you to return to the spark within that brings you joy, to reconnect with your creative flow. If there is a type of work, expression, or art that you are curious to explore or expand upon, this card encourages you to step into it fully. Ask and you will find. The next step is to birth this idea into form, no matter how small, no matter how quiet the initial whispers may be. Move past the fads, trends, or patterns that swirl around you. What juicy ideas now rise to the surface? Find yourself here and go with the flow of your soul. Yeah, so I was just getting at the end, this is a message for those of you that are creating something, wanting to share something, whether it's just your personal work and your business, but it is this idea of don't get too caught up in watching other people. You know, everyone is their own unique expression, right? Your own unique color. Everyone's like a different little color or a different little flame, and we express ourselves differently, but your unique expression is so beautiful and it makes the world more colorful. So try not to mold yourself or do what other people are doing. If you have a thought, if you have an idea, something creative, express it how you want, because that's what people are wanting, not something else. Trust your truth, trust your color. All right, well, that is it. Exciting. I feel like those words are for me too. I mean, I am you, you are me. We are part of the same collective. Those are all the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for connecting with me. If you resonated with this space or my energy, please continue subscribing or like and comment so I can continue connecting with you. If you're interested in any personal readings, I will link down below my website and all my other offers. I will see you very soon. I'm sending you warm wishes and soothing hums.